Hello. Before starting this presentation, I would like to thank for allowing me to participate in this interesting event and to show my experience of incorporating SDGs into law of teaching. In this comment, I will also like to add that since 1998, since the beginning of my professional career, some of those that are now included as sustainable development goals have been a personal and professional engagement for me, and therefore I include them into my classes. Specifically, Objective 5, which is in turn related to other objectives such as 10 and 16. But I have also been integrating the objectives related to environmental sustainability for a long time. For the deepening and better teaching of the 2030 agenda, I have deepening doing the training. Also, in general, I include SDGs into all my teaching in private law subjects, but today I'm going to focus on a specific example. Private control law subjects, one of them about contract in general, and another one about contract law consumption. Well, in law subjects, it shall not be difficult to incorporate the 2030 agenda, since precisely its basic content in the same with the deepening and development of human rights, which in turn integrates in constitutions and in the founding documents of the European Union, which must be respected by the laws that develop them in the different uses. They are also contained in international documents and treaties that have been signed by the states and therefore must be incorporated and respected by the states that sign them. As a current teaching of private law and in contract law subject, my commitment with the SDGs in university teaching and research translates specifically this cancer. For example, first we can talking about integrating the gender perspective and the achievement of equality between women and men in all teaching. Second, we can talking about integrating the consumer perspective into the circular economy, integrating the teaching of new technologies applied to contracts, and finally, integrating the reduction of inequality, of poverty, the achievement of peace, of justice, and values that are considered to be of the training of the legal professional. Well, beginning to the first, First, we can talking about the transversal incorporation of the gender perspective and the achievement of equality between women and men in all teaching and research in this field of law, relating it and raising awareness of SDGs and insisting of SDGs 5, 10, and 16. European Union law has long been legislating on equality between women and men and in the field of private contract law. We have a directive on the matter. This is the directive that's implementing the principle of equal treatment between men and women in the access and supply of goods and services. In Spain, we have a specific law as this for real equality between women and men that talk about this. The incorporation and analysis of all those that have to do with environmental sustainability, addressing the recent evolution of consumer law around the concept of circular economy and achievement of the SDGs and how they are at the base of the modifications introduced in the latest consumer law legislation, both at European and international level, and insisting on SDGs 12, responsible production and consumption. In the same line, it is analyzed and introduced in the damage law when we are analyzing the legal regime of environmental risk. As USAID says, over the last decades, rising consumption around the globe has increased pressure on the environment, climate change, and creates greater competition for resources. The demand for resources makes our industry and society also dependent of imports and vulnerable to high price and market volatility. Several European Union policies aim to address these challenges and promote a more sustainable, resource efficient and circular economy, in particular via the implementation of the European Union Circular Economy Action Plan. Integrating the consumer perspective into the circular economy is key for the European Union. This is linked to elements such as the optimal lifetime and durability of products and the easy repair, upgrade, disassemble, and recycling of products. It's also linked to giving products a second life by selling them in the second-hand market. Increasing the usability rate of products can also be achieved through renting, leasing models. It's also related to the provision of clear, credible, and relevant information to consumers to allow them to make informed purchasing choice and contribute to this transition. DJ Justice and Consumer Commission of European Union behavior study to further look into the consumer angle on this area. Also, in March 2022, the Commission adopted its proposal for a directive on empowering consumers for the green transition. The proposal aims to ensure consumers get adequate information on products' durability and repairability before purchasing them. In addition, it will strengthen consumer protection against untrustworthy or false environmental claims and premature obsolescence practice. The proposal amends two existing consumer law directives, the Consumer Rights Directive and the Unfair Commercial Practice Directive. This proposed revision in European Union consumer law were announced in the new consumer agenda and the circular economy action plan. They aim to support the change needs in consumer behavior to achieve climate and environmental objectives under the European Green Deal by ensuring that consumers have better information on the durability and repairability of products and by protecting consumers from commercial practice that prevent consumers from shopping more sustainable. Well, on the other hand, we can talking about integrate the teaching of new technologies applied to contracts related with SDG 9. New technologies as, for example, blockchain, artificial intelligence, and data business. And finally, we can say that those that have to do with the reduction of inequality, of poverty, the achievement of peace, of social justice in all its breadths, are also included transversally as values that are considered to be part of the training of a legal professional. And finally, thank you very much for your attention.